Morning everybody and welcome back to another channel. Morning everybody and welcome back to another video. I am so tired today. This morning I am just really feeling really overloaded this week. This morning I have got an NDIS assessment for my son. Yesterday we had an appointment for my son. I've got 2 appointments for my daughter this week, and I was supposed to have them last week and I wasn't feeling well last week, so I put them off for this week. I'm just over it. I'm just exhausted. I'm just over it, I get sick to death of talking to people, to psychologists, to psychiatrists, to pediatricians, to all the people, to occupational therapists. I'm just bloody over it. So I'm just making myself a cup of coffee so I can function, and I will be back to talk to you. So I'm back. I'm sitting down, about to have my coffee. I am like so half awake, but I had to take some painkillers yesterday, like about, I think it was maybe about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just was just aching everywhere. I am aching everywhere at the moment, but it's actually more of a good ache. It's more of a ache because I've been doing hard work and less of just a general inflammation ache. It is feeling like a slight inflammation, but not as bad as it has been, which is good. I really have been suffering from bad inflammation for the last month at least. So I had a nerve in my tooth flare up. I took some antibiotics. It seems to have calmed down, so fingers crossed, otherwise I'm in for a root canal. Then it was that time of the month and I had quite a bad flare. I was having a few issues with that, but that's all settled down. And I bought my rowing machine, which I'm going to do a video today and show everyone my rowing machine. And I really hurt myself, like I pushed myself doing the rowing machine, and then I was really inflamed for like a month and really sore, and so I overdid it. So I'm doing less on the rowing machine. I've got a new treadmill, secondhand, but it's new to me. Came from my parents. It's a really good one. I'm going to be doing that more because that's more gentle, and doing the rowing machine like maybe once every second day or something like that. But the rowing machine is a really good one for full body workout and core workout. So I've just been really, and plus it's been winter. Always catch everything going around in the winter time. I just had like a nasal infection for like 6 weeks. I couldn't get rid of it, but it was like nothing that bad. I mean, compared to how sick I was last year, I thought I was going to die from the flu. I was that sick. I got put in hospital. I was on 10 courses of antibiotics. Like, I've never been that sick with the flu. So that was influenza A. And yeah, so this year I had my flu shot and I didn't get the flu. Knock on wood. So I can't complain. It wasn't that bad, but I've just been feeling generally inflamed and a bit, just a bit worse for wear. My daughter did my nails yesterday. She likes to make sure I'm looking nice. She's loves painting and art and makeup and all of that, so she does my nails for me. She's getting a back molar at the moment, so she's pretty miserable. It's just been a busy time. I look tired. I am tired. I'm just feeling a bit over it for all these appointments. Like, I woke up this morning, looked at my phone, and I just had the first 6 notifications were just all appointments: pediatrician appointments, OT appointments, psychology appointments, psychiatry appointments for all the kids. And I'm just like, oh, I'm over it, That's why it was so good to get away and go to Tukley. I was trying to grab my coffee and not think about everyone's appointments for a couple of days. But I mean, I'm a carer for a reason. That's why I'm on a carer's pension. Because that's all I bloody do, is organise these appointments and stuff, and the kids are getting older, and, that's why I want to study now, because I don't want to be on a carer's pension forever. I want to get off it, I want to get my teaching degree, I want my health to improve, I want to sell my books, I want to do all those things, but yeah, anyway, so that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm just waiting for this assessment for my son. It's over telehealth. I'm having another coffee to wake myself up, because I am feeling a bit dragged out and groggy from the painkillers and the antibiotics. I've finished them now, so fingers crossed my tooth comes good. Like, it's fine now. It's stopped hurting, so hopefully I won't need a root canal. And I'm going to finish off cleaning the kitchen today. I did start cleaning the kitchen yesterday, and I ran out of energy, but I was going all morning. I was going for like 4 or 5 hours. I was washing dishes. I was cleaning out all the crap from the corner of the kitchen because it's just been a big dust collection because I just had stuff there. Just like over winter, we didn't really do a lot. And it's been hectic the last couple of months with Ben and I trying to sort ourselves out. Like, I made a video. I just keep sipping on this coffee, hang on. I made a video a couple of months ago now, maybe, about when I went to the doctors, and he was really rude to me and he had me in tears because I asked him for a copy of my birth summary and he said, no, I'm not doing that. And I was like, well, why not? Like, and he was just so rude. He said, no, I don't feel like doing it. I'm not doing it. That's your problem. You chase that up. And I said, well, the hospital told me if I ring you and ask you to email them, they can send it. It's not an issue. There's no issue. It's fine. And he's just like, I'm not doing it. And I said, but the hospital told me that's what I need to do to get a copy. I said, I could pay for it. I said, that's fine. I don't have any issue with paying for it. I said, but they said the quickest and easiest way would be to ask you. And then he called me a bully for pushing the fact. And I was speaking to him exactly like this. Didn't swear at him. Didn't raise my voice. I just spoke to him exactly like this. And he got so annoyed at me. And yeah, I just bawled my guts out because I'm like, I'm so sick of doctors being assholes. But that was a defining moment in my life because I just got so angry. I was like, you know what? I'm so sick of doctors treating me like this. I said, I want to get private health insurance. I want to, I'm going to go see different doctors. I'm not putting up with this shit. And that's what really pushed me to get back into uni because I'm like, I'm sick of it. If you can't afford decent health, you can't afford decent doctors, you get treated like dirt. So I'm like, I found that energy and that strength to like push myself to get back into uni. And I just didn't have any motivation for the last 2 years. I've been sick for the last 2 years and haven't given a shit. I mean, I've been sick, obviously, like with fibro and whatever. Not sick, but I've been not feeling great for like years, obviously, because I didn't just develop fibro. Had it for years, but I just put up with it, because the doctors just would tell me, oh, it's just stress. Like, go to the doctors and say I'm a single mum. Oh, you're just suffering from stress. Go to the doctors and say I'm homeschooling. Oh, you're just suffering from stress. And nobody gave a shit, basically. No one would refer me on. Nobody would do anything about it. So yeah, and like I actually been doing some research myself and I found some functional doctors in Sydney. They're expensive, but I think they're worth it. And they look for the root cause rather than just fudge you off and give you pills. Found a really good one that tries to get you off the medicine and actually solve why you need the medicine, not actually just chuck medicine at you. So I'm gonna organise to see him at some point. He's booked out for 6 months, but aren't they all? Aren't they all booked out for 6 months? And I'm going to see an allergy specialist through the Melbourne hospital. Again, it's triage system, otherwise I have to travel, and I'm like, I just couldn't be bothered traveling down for an appointment at the moment. I've had so many expenses. And like I've got so many expenses coming up, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll see. If it's like a 12-month wait or something, okay, I'll make the effort and I'll go travel. But if it's only a 3-month wait or something, I'm happy to wait. Yeah, so the heat has paid off. That's good. That's a good feeling. Ben's textbook has arrived today, I believe. My daughter's birthday presents have been arriving slowly in the mail, one by one. Yeah, that's basically how my week has been. It's been studying, reading about the silverback gorilla. I watched Gorillas in the Mist. That was a good movie. Never really liked Sigourney Weaver. I don't know. I never really liked her, but I've actually seen a few of her movies, and she's actually a really good actress. My favorite one was I think it was what's that movie? It's got Harrison Ford and Melanie Griffith in it. And it's an old one, Working Girl. That's it. I really liked her in that. She does a good job. She plays a good boss. So yeah, I watched that, and I was hoping to look at my assignment yesterday, and I was just like, I just need to get the kitchen clean. I just need to get the house clean. I just need to do a few things. And yeah, today's busy. Got this assessment soon, and then tonight I've got 2 lectures. I've got 2 hours of lectures for uni, and tomorrow I'm going to have to, I think, look at my assignment. I'm not going to have time to really worry about my assignment today. My textbook hasn't turned up. I'm in week 2 of my course, and my textbook hasn't turned up in the mail yet. So I'm a bit stressed about that, but not really, because, like, I got a distinction on one of my assignments, and I didn't even read the textbook, so I didn't have time. It was like read 80 pages a week, and I was homeschooling, and I didn't have time, and still doing all the NDIS stuff for the kids and that. And I think that's when COVID was on, and yeah, I was just like at home all the time. So I just basically read the most important parts. Like, I was, whatever was mentioned in the assignment, I then found that in the back of the book, and then found what page it was on, and I read that. And that was all I could do. That's all I had the time to do. So the textbook being 2 weeks late, I'm like, it's okay. I can skim read, I can catch up. But I've got this report due in like 2.5 weeks, so I can't muck around for too long. But I do have a busy week this week with appointments, so I just want to get through today, and tomorrow I want to spend a good few hours writing up at least my introduction and going over my points again, and really sort of planning my report so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about poaching in the Congo Basin of the silverback gorillas, and I've got to find peer-reviewed articles. I can't quote Gorillas in the Mist, sadly. I wonder why. And I can't even quote like a nature documentary or anything. It's got to be articles that have been reviewed by other, like by scientists and all that. And then yeah, referencing's a bitch. I hate that, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, that's my day today pretty much. So that's my life update. Thanks for listening, and I will be posting a few videos this week just because I've got a few in my backlog that I haven't posted, and I just want to get them out there. And I'm going to look at doing something new actually called Colour in Crime or Conspiracy in Crime. I did want to talk about conspiracies with Ben, and we just got so busy. Like, we've got 3 kids, and it's just busy when you're doing all the NDIS stuff and organising all of that. It gets really busy. And I've got more time on my hands, obviously, than Ben does. So he's like, look, if I'm going to do uni, I don't have time to do YouTube. I'll make appearances in yours sometimes. I'm like, okay, cool. That's fair enough. So I'm just going to do like talking about true crime and um, talking about conspiracy theories while I colour in. So because I do often not always feel the best, sometimes I don't want to be on camera because like I feel like I don't look my best some days, especially if I'm in pain. I don't want to be on camera. But I can still talk. Like, there's nothing wrong with my mouth. Like I said about my mum, when my mum was in hospital, she was like so sick and almost dying, and she's still ringing me up, talking all the nonsense under the sun because she wasn't getting enough oxygen. And I'm like, far out, you're on death's door and you're still talking my head off. Anyway, and the nurses wouldn't listen. I was like telling them, like, saying there's something wrong with my mother. My mother rang me up when she was in hospital and told me she was going to start a butterfly farm in her backyard and I was going to be the CEO. And I rang the nurses immediately and said, there is something wrong the way she's talking like that. So that's not normal for her to be talking like that. And they wouldn't believe me. Just bloody doctors, don't even get me started. Anyway, we ended up getting her a BiPAP machine and she's much better now. And as soon as all that oxygen got back into her system, she just came back to normal. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be recording myself colouring in and talking about different things. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.